they're going to have to wait. Okay, fair enough. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey guys, okay, Sky 5 HD, we are overhead of an LAPD pursuit of a burglary suspect here. This had initially started just a few minutes ago out of the West Valley here. The LAPD apparently picking up this vehicle here. And again, oh my gosh, wow, look at that. He just squeezed through a couple of slower moving cars that were getting on the freeway here. We are basically along the 405 southbound. 405 southbound, right about Valley View here, coming up into the Sepulveda Pass here. This white BMW with paper plates, apparently the suspect, again, a burglary suspect here. We don't know exactly how many people are going to be in the car aside from the driver here, potentially one, possibly more suspects in the car, but you can see this car, this driver, driving at a very excessive and dangerous speed here. Dangerous maneuvers here, kind of weaving in and out of traffic here as we move southbound over towards Mulholland here. So approaching Mulholland, southbound side of the 405 freeway, and as we enter the Sepulveda Pass, TV5, thank you very much. Bear with me just a moment here, guys. Okay, and as you can see, kind of utilizing the right shoulder here, using excessive speed, and kind of on and off the freeway at times here as the LAPD has pursued this person out of the West Valley on the 101 freeway over towards the 405. He actually exited the freeway right there at about Haskell, went southbound on Haskell, turned around back northbound up to the 405 freeway, and now we are southbound through the Sepulveda Pass heading over towards the west side here. Santa Monica Tire TV5 is in trail. I have everyone in sight. We're at 2,000. Bear with me just a moment here, guys. Bear with me just a moment. TV5, thank you very much. And now we are utilizing, again, the right-hand shoulder, driving very fast, heading down towards Getty Center Drive. So as things go, we have moderate traffic conditions here. This guy is avoiding a lot of that slowing by utilizing that right-hand shoulder here. So look at that. This guy driving incredibly fast here. Just now coming up in about a quarter mile on Getty Center Drive. Beyond Getty Center Drive, of course, we'll have Sunset Boulevard. Two layers of LAPD airship overhead. Sky 5 HD, of course, first overhead with this breaking news of, again, a burglary suspect, a police pursuit, an LAPD pursuit that started out of the West Valley, now continuing south on the 405. We've just passed Getty Center Drive, and look how fast this guy is going. Just amazing the speeds this guy is reaching as he tries to avoid being captured or avoid slowing down here for the LAPD. That, of course, definitely wants him to slow down and stop this pursuit here. We'll be coming up on Sunset Boulevard in a matter of about, half mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile. This guy does not have any intention of slowing down, at least not by the looks of it here, as he races down the right-hand shoulder on the along the southbound side of the 405 freeway here, guys. Let me send it back down to you for just a minute. Okay. Okay, passing Wilshire Boulevard here, guys. Wilshire Boulevard, southbound Wilshire, southbound along the 405 freeway here, guys. I'll just pick it up from here. Continuing south along the 405 freeway, coming through West LA here. We just crossed over Wilshire Boulevard, and you can see this suspect kind of weaving in and out of slower moving traffic. Now, as we approached Wilshire Boulevard here over towards Santa Monica and the 10 freeway, we are encountering a little bit more of that slower traffic. But again, this guy utilizing that right-hand lane, that right-hand shoulder to get by a lot of this slower moving traffic here. So what this guy is going to be doing, we just don't know at this point. Very erratic driving, very fast driving here. You can see this person, and again, we've just talked about this. We don't know exactly how many people are in the car aside from the driver himself or herself for that matter here, but we can tell you that this person driving extremely dangerously south on the 405 freeway. We've just passed Wilshire Boulevard, Santa Monica coming up, and beyond that, the 10 freeway here. Does this guy or does this gal stay on the 405? Do we move over to the 10 freeway? Do we move off the freeway onto surface streets? We just don't know at this point. But again, the LAPD has 2 airships above. They do not want this guy to get away. We have, let's see, I don't have anyone in relative close proximity in terms of units on the ground. They are exclusively following this guy from the air as far as I can see here. So this guy just trying to maneuver around some of that slower traffic, passing Santa Monica Boulevard over towards the 10 freeway here. And it looks like this guy is going to be continuing south on the 405 freeway here. So we're going to be coming up on that interchange in a matter of about 10 seconds or so. Beyond that kind of same moving slow and go train as we move over towards the Palms area, towards Culver City, down towards, say, Westchester, those areas here, southbound on the 405. So there he is underneath the transition road. There he goes popping out, and he's going to be coming up on slower traffic again. And now, because he's on the main lines of the 405, if he wants to get through, he's going to have to do some very creative driving, and that's exactly what we're seeing there as he moves over to the right shoulder here. The right shoulder is essentially wide open for him at this point. As you can see, he is maneuvering very fast in and out of traffic lanes, maneuvering past slower cars, and now again southbound on the 405 freeway. We'll be coming up on Venice here in just about a mile or two, but this guy's showing no signs of slowing down at this point. Again, I just might mention to you that I don't have any units that are in close proximity on the ground at the very least here. We do have 2 layers of LAPD helicopter, and of course Sky 5 HD overhead with this breaking news. We were first overhead to bring you this live picture of this LAPD pursuit that initiated out of the West Valley here, and now we are making our way through the Palms area here, in through Culver City, over towards, say, the 90 freeway. That's going to be the Marina freeway. And again, this guy's showing no signs of wanting to slow down at this point, utilizing, for the most part, that right shoulder where, for the most part, traffic is free to move. Guys, let me send it back down to you for a second. TV5. And tower for TV5 alongside the police ship here with the same request. My apologies, sir. TV5, Tango Victor 5. TV 5005, you bet. Thank you. Just do the best you can here. Just do the best you can. We're going to have to break off of this freeway. Just do the best you can. Okay, Colton? Is he going to get off? No, he's going to stay on. Okay. Copters for TV5, if we may hold over the 90 freeway here and the 405, it looks like our pursuit is going a different direction. Yes, sir, here, basically over the Culver City area here, this pursuit not continuing south on the 405. We're off the freeway here for a moment. You got it, 0242 for TV number 5, TV5. Okay. Okay. Off the freeway here. Okay, got him. Kurt, I do have you, bro. TV5, I'll take TV7 and myself. Do your best. Do your best here. Okay. South on Sepulveda. South on Sepulveda. Oh, he's going into the structure here. He's going into the structure right at the what I believe to be the Westfield Culver City shopping mall here. So the Westfield Culver City shopping mall. He was southbound on Sepulveda here from Slauson Avenue here, where he just got off the 90 freeway, and you just saw him enter the parking structure here on the JCPenney side. That's going to be on the east side of the Westfield Culver City shopping mall here. So again, out of our sight at this point, but you can see that this is going to be a kind of a tricky situation here, because obviously the police helicopters overhead are not going to be able to see him either, and there are no units on the ground that are in close enough proximity to get eyes on him. So this may be a situation where they're going to have to get on scene and start some kind of a closure, or initiate some kind of a closure to figure this out here. So again, the Westfield Culver City shopping Plaza is where we are at. We're going to try and cover as many of the entrances and exits as we can, but there is a good chance that this guy or this gal might foot bail inside of the parking structure here, knowing full well that there was no ground units who were in close enough proximity to follow this guy into the shopping center here. So there we go, right off the 405. You saw him get on the 90 freeway here and exit the 90 freeway right here at Sepulveda, Slauson there, and he went southbound on Sepulveda into the Westfield Culver City Shopping Center. You saw him enter the parking lot, and that's where we last saw him, guys. So that is what we are dealing with at this point. We're awaiting some police units on the ground to come and initiate their search, initiate their investigation on the ground, but for the moment, we have lost eyes on this guy. Let me send it back down to you. No, as I've been mentioning here, yeah, there have been, we have not seen any ground units since at the very least when this pursuit was now eastbound on the 101 freeway here over towards Haskell. So there were no ground units that we actually saw that were in close proximity here, and certainly not in close enough proximity to follow this guy into the shopping center here. So again, this is just going to be a deal where they are going to have to get units on the ground. And I do see a couple of units who are surrounding entrances and exits here over on the south side. There's one right. Bear with me just a moment. Okay, bear with me just a moment here. Yeah, there are police officers that are arriving more or less along the south side of the complex here, and they are kind of watching some of the entrances and exits here. Again, they do know what they're looking for, a white BMW with paper plates, and so if that vehicle were to exit the shopping plaza here, they will certainly be able to spot it. At some point, they will make entry into the actual structure here and start a search for that particular vehicle here, and it is likely a situation where that person, that suspect, may have foot bailed from that vehicle. Bear with me just a moment. TV5 has traffic in sight. Thank you very much. We appreciate the help.